Hey y'all, hey, it's Amber, back with another weekly movie talk, Vlogmas edition of course. If you don't already know how these weekly movie talks go, check those chapters below, because here we go. So let's go over the new releases for this weekend, which is December 10th through the 12th? The 10th through the 12th. Alright, so we have two new wide releases this week, coming out this weekend, as well as two limited releases that I've heard of. But again, there's a ton of limited releases. There's just two of them that I've actually heard of that I think might actually do some sort of money earnings this weekend for their first week. So the first wide release is West Side Story, and if you're anyone, you know that that is a big Broadway production, as well as I believe the movie did some damage, like good damage that is. I don't know anything about it. I've never seen it. I meant to watch the original before this new one came out, just because I want to see the new one because the trailer looks really good. But I haven't done that yet, so I need to get off my ass and do that. But yeah, it's a Spielberg movie, which is another reason why I want to go see it, because I love Spielberg. And it's just the cinematography and the trailer looks ridiculous, so I'm here for that. And the other wide release is National Champions, which I just saw the trailer a couple weeks ago, and it's got J.K. Simmons in it. Bottom line, it's football related. Kind of raises some questions like, you know, that's kind of true, since it's following a draft for college football athletes that are requesting to be paid while in college. Either way, the links for all the trailers for these movies I'm talking about will be in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. The acting looks amazing in this one, so I really want to see it, but I definitely won't be rushing out to go see it. So if you do see either one of these wide releases or the other limited releases that I'm about to go over, definitely let me know in the comments how they were. And then the two limited releases that I've heard of is Red Rocket with Simon Rex, which looks ridiculous, but also looks like it might have a good message behind it. I saw the trailer a couple weeks ago and was like, this looks bad, but then there was a turn. I'm like, it could be okay. I don't know. So there's that one. And then the other one is Being the Ricardos, which is the Lucy and Ricky Ricardo movie starring Nicole Kidman and homeboy, I can't think of his name, Mr. Penelope Cruz himself, playing Ricky Ricardo. I haven't seen the trailer. I've kind of been avoiding it just because, nothing against Nicole Kidman, it's just I don't think she looks anything like Lucille Ball, so I feel like there could have been a better person casted looks-wise. Nicole Kidman's a great actress. It's just, if we're gonna be real for a minute there, she's done too much stuff to her face, so for me, it's kind of hard watching her act sometimes because it's like watching her face battle her natural muscles to emote, and that just throws off the performance for me. But also, in the same breath, she could still act. It's just sometimes there's certain uncomfortable looking scenes. Either way, I don't know if this is going to be in theaters, but I do know it's on Amazon Prime because it's an Amazon movie. But either way, it's being released this weekend, so if you see it, let me know how they do. I'll probably watch it at some point, just no time soon. Now, just to remind ourselves before we jump into the top grossing movies from past weekend, let's go over my predictions that I made last weekend for this last weekend. So, starting from the bottom, being number 5, and working our way up, I chose number 5 to go to Wolf, which was a new release last weekend. Number 4, I chose Eternals, just because I feel like it's dropping. Number 3, I chose House of Gucci. Oscar buzz is going to keep it afloat. Number 2, I chose Ghostbusters Afterlife, because it's a family-friendly movie. And number 1, I chose Encanto because it's the other family-friendly movie. So those are my predictions. Let's see how good or bad I did this week. Now we're going to go over the changes from the top 10 for December 3rd through the 5th. I'm only saying goodbye to one movie this week, and after 10 weeks on the charts, that is Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which came in at number 11 this past weekend, and it was previously at number 10. I need to go see this, like, now, because I still haven't seen it, and either way, don't leave theaters yet, because I need to see you, but if not, I guess I'll watch you in the streaming service. Moving on to the rest of the top 10. Coming in at number 9, which was previously at number 7, was King Richard. That kind of decline is making sense. Nothing against Will Smith, it's just dramas don't tend to stay that high in the top 5 unless there's some sort of Oscar buzz or award buzz or something, hence House of Gucci last week. Coming in at number 8, which was previously at number 6, is Clifford the Big Red Dog. And since there's 2 family-friendly movies, usually the third one, being this movie, gets knocked down the 10 pretty quickly. So this decline is making sense as well, is all I'm saying. At number 7, which was previously at number 8, is Dune. And seeing that that's been out for a while, this also makes sense. Especially since Ghostbusters Afterlife is a family-friendly movie and also big on action. So I feel like that's why Dune's declining. It's because Ghostbusters is out. So this makes sense. And at number 6, which was previously at number 5, is Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. This movie just... I'm not too surprised that it's still as high as it is because it's an action, scary zombie movie. So those tend to stay pretty high even if they don't look like they're that great, which this one doesn't. But it's also kind of new. It's only a couple of weeks old, so that's why it's still kind of clinging into the top 10. Let's go see how the top 5 panned out. Oh hey, before we get to the top 5, make sure to like and share this video with any other movie fans you may know of, as well as don't forget to subscribe and tap that bell so you don't miss out on any other content like this. Or again, since I'm in Vlogmas mode right now, there will be a video for tomorrow, so if you're not subscribed already, you're missing out on that, because I mean there's already, I don't even know how many videos up. This is daily videos, so subscribe so you don't miss out. Let's get back to me. Jeez Louise, I forgot to record this part again. So, let's go over the top 5 for last weekend, which was December 3rd through the 5th. Okay, so starting again from the bottom, being number 5 and working our way up. Coming in this past weekend at number 5, which was previously at number 4, making $3 million, was Eternals. So I definitely got that one wrong since my prediction was that it'd be at number 4. Coming in at number 4 in its opening weekend is a complete shock to me because it was not on my radar. It was one of those limited release, like I told you. Didn't hear about it, so didn't think it would be anywhere on my radar. But again, coming in on its opening weekend, making $4 million, was Christmas with the Chosen, The Messengers. It's a Fathom event. Welcome to the top 5. Coming in at number 3, which was previously at number 3, so I didn't move anywhere, making $6 million this past weekend, was House of Gucci. And again, it makes sense because it's award season, or about to be, so that Oscar buzz is really loud for this movie. Coming in at number 2, which was also previously at number 2, so you probably know what I'm going to say, making $10 million this past weekend, was Ghostbusters Afterlife. So, yeah, holding strong, like I predicted. And finally, at number 1, which was again previously at number 1, making $12 million this past weekend, was Encanto. I have a feeling like Ghostbusters and Encanto are just they're gonna stick in the order that they're currently at, or they're just gonna go back and forth. Not that they've done that yet, I just feel like it's gonna happen. That's the top 5, and as you heard or noticed, I got 3 out of the 5 right, so it's a pretty good week. It's more than half. So now that leaves us with my new predictions for this coming weekend, which is December 10th through the 12th. I feel like this weekend it could be kind of a toss-up, but it also could just stay kind of the same. So like we've been doing, starting from the bottom at number 5, going up. For this coming weekend, I'm going to choose Eternals for number 5, because it really is just kind of slowly going downward. And I'm sure once the Christmas season continues with all the different huge movie releases we have going on this month, it'll slowly and sadly continue to go down the top 10. At number 4, I'm thinking I'm going to put National Champions there just because it's a brand new movie, it's a drama, and I think it might end up making a few $1 million its first weekend, so that's my choice for number 4. At number 3, I'm going to choose Ghostbusters Afterlife, just because, like I said, it's going to stay with Encanto pretty close, so it's going to move with it, which brings me to my number 2 choice, being Encanto, only because we have that new release West Side Story, which I'm choosing for number 1. I feel like it could go either way. Like Encanto could still keep that number 1 spot, but I think since West Side Story is a brand new movie, it's a Spielberg movie, and it's a beloved Broadway play and movie, that it's going to have some sort of like fan base behind it its opening weekend, so I'm going to choose it for number 1. So that's my top 5 for this coming weekend. What do you guys think is going to be in the top 5? Definitely let me know down in the comments what you think the top 5 is going to be for this coming weekend. And as always, when I remember to, I will put my top 5 that we just went over down there as well, so we can compare each other's and see who gets more right next weekend. That's a wrap for this week's movie talk. If you had fun, make sure to like and let us know down below. And until next time, which is tomorrow because Vlogmas, tell your mother I said hello. Bye y'all.